Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One. This is going to be a hodgepodge, a lot of stuff I need to talk about. First of all, please pray for my parents. They both have COVID. They went through the whole big COVID mess and were fine. And then a week or two ago, they went to the hospital for something else. They were fine, and they got COVID there. So please pray. We're trying to keep them out of the hospital. All the advice I've gotten was, do not go to the hospital. And so we're trying desperately. So, you know, a lot of the prepping things that I have is coming in handy, like an oxygen concentrator and other things. So, please pray. Next, a lot of people have asked me about Camo. They're overwhelmed. I did a little bit about Camo. So, I'm going to break it down really easy. First thing you need, AM/FM radio. AM/FM radio. Reason is, AM is where the government's going to really communicate in a really bad situation. When everything else is down, the internet, phones, AM channels will be used to broadcast emergency information. There were some car manufacturers that were going to eliminate the AM radio they were thinking about eliminating it from new vehicles. And I think the government said, no, don't do that, because that is our primary purpose to have AM, is to talk to the American people. So, step one, AM/FM radio. You can get them on Amazon, probably have them, but just make sure it's a good one where you can have batteries and it doesn't need to just plug into the wall. Make sure you have batteries for it. If you want to go one step further, an AM/FM shortwave. And this is a shameless plug for my radio. This radio is $49. It does a million things, but the biggest company out there, the competitor of mine that sells radio, sells the same radio, and he sells it, or they sell it, huge company, for $67. We sell ours for $49 just because we want to make sure you get a radio. So, AM/FM radio, if you can, get the shortwave. Shortwave gives you the ability to listen to anything that's broadcasting overseas. It will definitely be more available in a nuclear war, grid down situation. The AM is great, and then the shortwave also. After that, most people can handle that. That's easy. I'll put a link to our radio, and I appreciate any support you give the channel. Thank you. Next is family radio, FRS. You can go to Walmart and buy those bubble pack radios. That will let you communicate on your property with neighbors. Lots of people have those. So definitely, after an emergency, you could probably organize your subdivision by telling everyone, hey, get on channel 19 or 17 or 14, whatever it is. And we will communicate for the subdivision or a little group using that frequency. Very important. Everyone has family radios. So AM/FM radio, shortwave. Next is family radios. So that's all I want you to think about this week. Taking care of these two needs, and then we'll step up into the GMRS, ham, and all kinds of other things. But baby steps. Next. You probably heard that Israel had a lot of their artillery rounds and munitions taken by the United States. Now, technically, these are ours, paid for by me and you, taxpayers, and they're stored over there in case we have a conflict in the Middle East. Israel has access to these, and we had to heavily deplete these stockpiles. Israel's concerned. We promised Israel that we will replace these. Now, when will we do that? 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Because right now we do not have them. Also, Poland military came forward and said, we're running low. We won't be able to take care of Ukraine as much as we've been doing because the stockpile's not there. Also, a lot of weapons manufacturers and defense contractors are saying they're short workers. They can't get workers. And one reason is nobody wants to work. Secondly, you got to have a security clearance because you're dealing with highly classified information in regards to any type of weapon system. So there's definitely problems. Next, I hope you're keeping your eye on the banking crisis. Another bank is teetering. Their sales or their stocks have crashed. So we'll probably see that Monday. The FDIC take over another bank. Hopefully not, but I don't think they can get themselves dug out of the hole they're in. Just keep your eye on this, because I don't want you to be fearful of Monday or anything, but hopefully it doesn't start a ripple effect with other banks. Because a lot of banks are showing that they're worth more than they are. But if they then take all their assets and get the real value of their assets, not what's on the books, definitely we're going to be short. So I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're protecting your wealth. Look at the gold and silver. And the biggest thing you can do is pay off debt. A lot of people are saying, Dave, why do I want to pay off debt? I'll pay off debt with inflated dollars. The problem is you might not have any inflated dollars. Your job might fire you, or you might not have access to your money where you think, oh, I got money sitting here or there. So best bet is to pay your debts. You will sleep better at night. That is for sure. I also want to talk about, when I say the collapse of the United States, I do not refer to it as going to be a quick collapse, like bam, we collapse. If you look at Rome, the collapse of the Roman Empire, that took over 100 years. I think longer than that, actually. So they were in decline. If you look back at us from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, we are economically in a decline for sure. The value of our dollar is going down. So yes, we might not have an instant one event thing. Now, if we have a nuclear war, we're going to have a collapse probably. The dollar could collapse, but they're trying to have a way out, and that's definitely with digital dollar and the central bank digital dollar. And that's to save their butts when the dollar does collapse. So when I talk about a collapse, it's not going to collapse and you're looking at one event. You're looking at an extended period of time. No one knows how long. Is it going to be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? The dollar has to have something out there to take its place. If there's nothing out there to take its place, we will still be the reserve currency of the world, the petrodollar. When there's something that can replace it, we will quickly change. Now, right now, it could be China, the yuan, it could be Russia, it could be a conglomerate of a bunch of countries with their currencies. It could be gold and silver-backed currency. We don't know. But it doesn't matter if it happens instantaneously or if it happens in 10 years. The end result is you need to continue prepping. If it's 10 years, that's good for us in the sense that we have more time to prepare. The bad thing, it's like we're a frog in the pot and we're just boiling and nobody does anything until we realize, hey, we're totally boiled, we're cooked. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So a lot of things thrown at you. This is a new week. I hope you sit down with your loved ones, your family, and say, what do we want to accomplish? What do we want to do? What do we want to get done prepping wise? What do we want to get done financially? What do we want to do? And put some goals down, because if you don't have a target to shoot at during this week, you don't know if you hit your target or you missed your target. So set a target, set some goals. Say, I want to change out all my water in my 5-gallon containers or my 1-gallon containers. Or I want to do inventory of my ammunition. Let's see if I have enough ammunition. Have a goal and get it done. A lot of people are feeling nervous. A lot of people are feeling anxious because of the economy. Every time they go to the grocery store and check out, it's unbelievable. Things are going up, up and away. So don't fear for what's happening. The only thing you can do is plan accordingly. So just start planning. Also, if you're a Christian, the Lord doesn't want us to go through this thing with fear. For me, it is a time that maybe I'll have more opportunity to help someone. Now, if you're saying, I'm not going to help anybody until the crap hits the fan and then I'm going to bring out all this food and help people. If you're not helping people now, you probably will not help people in a crisis. There's things you can do right now. If you got a little extra, you can share it. You can definitely, a church pantry, a food pantry, anything. Try to help what you can. That's all you're asked, to do your ability to help people. The more you help, the more chances you have to meet other people and to make your network bigger. And that's the whole thing. If you don't have anyone to count on, you're going to be in trouble in a serious situation. The more people you know, the more friends you have, the more people that you know that their heart is good because you see them helping others and they see you helping others, it's going to be a benefit in the long run. So, a lot of stuff in this video. Hopefully you get something out of it. Plan and do something this week. Get your prepping done. Thanks for watching.